back with me, Chelsea Lately, on the Late Night Show with our next guest, Winston Churchill.
Thank you, Chelsea, for inviting me to the show.
So, Wincy, can I call you Wincy? Okay, let's hear everything. Where were you born?
I was born in Blingham Palace in Oxfordshire, England.
Very cool, very cool. Who were your parents, and what kind of relationship did you have with them when you were younger?
My father's name was Lord Randolph, and my mother was Lady Jenny Churchill. They were never there for me, and my mother was always too worried about her social life to care for a child. Although I did have a nanny who gave me all the love and support that wasn't given to me by my own parents.
Very interesting. What was this nanny's name? Did you acquire any nicknames for her?
Her name was Mrs. Everest, and I called her Winnie.
So earlier, you were talking about your nanny filling in for all the support you needed. What kind of support did you need? Were there any areas you had trouble in?
Actually, yes. I was most terrible in school. My parents had sent me to St. George's boarding school in Ascot, in which I did very poorly. Teachers called me naughty, and I was ranked laziest in class.
Oh, that's terrible. Did anyone try to do anything about this?
Well, at one point, when I was 10, I was transferred for Brighton. I was much happier there, but I do admit I still did poorly in my schoolwork there.
Okay, well, I think we have enough about your childhood. What had happened after that? Let's see. What was the reason you joined the military?
Well, actually, it was a funny story. I had been playing in my room with my toy soldiers, and I had them all lined up. Then my father walked in and asked if I wanted to join the army, and I said yes, of course.
How did you react to this? What were your first feelings?
Well, I was glad because I had always wanted my father's respect, and I thought I was a military genius.
Aw, what happened after that?
At age 15, I had an addiction to smoking, and my mother said if I quit, she would give me a gun and a pony.
Did you quit?
Only for a little while.
I see. So what had happened to Miss Everest and your father during all this?
Both of them had died when I was 21.
Oh, that's so sad. What did you do after that?
I joined the army and was stationed in India, Cuba, and Egypt.
Very interesting. How long did you stay in the army?
Only about 2 to 3 years. I decided to leave the army around when I was 24, started writing here.
Yes, I heard about that. What had happened after that? How did you become so famous?
Well, it wasn't just my good looks, but when I was in South Africa, I was trained as a war correspondent. Those had derailed my journey. Many people were wounded. After I helped them, I was captured.
How did you escape?
That night, I escaped the bathroom window and got on the train. When I returned to England, I had found out that I had become famous overnight.
Wow. So how did that impact you the most?
In 1900, I was elected to Parliament.
I heard that you had started painting. When did that happen?
During World War II and World War World War I and World War II, I began painting in the war.
Did you ever get married or have any kids? How did your family grow when you became older?
I married a girl and 25 years old. We had 4 kids, 3 girls and 2 boys. 1 boy. Diana, Sarah, Mary, and 1 boy.
How sweet. I've heard that people have called you a warmonger. Why is that?
During the war, I was one of the few men who realized that Germany was a threat, and I was positioned as a member of the Admiralty Global Coalition.
Very cool. What had happened with your predictions about the Germans?
I was right. In September of 1939, Germany invaded Poland.
Then what happened?
The main ship of
Yay!